10 referees will err on the side of the goalkeeper there.
Emblem. There's good movement by Bull, who set off straight away. Is it too far away from it in the end? Here's Cox. And now he's played in the Palace reserve team most of the season. Southgate. After he pats his chest to indicate that's where the Palace captain took the ball. Even Southgate's been speaking out. He's such a loyal, diplomatic footballer, really, but he's been saying that Palace need extra players for the final weeks of the season. He's been punished by the club for his outburst, but I think many would sympathise with his sentiments. Transfer deadline, of course, tomorrow. Dowie, and it's in, over the shoulder and in from Chris Armstrong. He's got another cup goal, and Crystal Palace, as they did in the first game, have taken the lead. This in the 33rd minute.
That was a smashing finish, Mark. It wasn't an easy chance. Anytime you have to produce an overhead kick in a pressure situation, I mean, he owes a lot to Dowie winning the ball there, but that wasn't an easy chance. He was backing away from goal. I know people will say it was only 4 or 5 yards out, but let them try this one at home. Not easy, not an easy skill, but he executes it absolutely perfectly, Chris Armstrong. Super finish. The game's needed the goal. It felt for about 15, 20 minutes it had died. It was a bit bitty.
Well, a player who's been so much in the news for his own problems, for transfer speculation. He's in the news again for proper footballing reasons, but Wolves have a corner. And a chance to bite back straight away. Venus heads it on. England. First by Pitcher, who's been terrier-like in his work in midfield. Thompson. Bull. Got it wide well. Goodman with the cross. Must be. Is David Kelly. Wolves have wasted no time.
Yeah, it was a Goodman-Kelly combination that put paid to Leicester in the previous round, and it works again, this time with the help of a deflection. But Steve Bull plays his part. Look how strong he is. That's when you need your striker to be strong. And it's supervision. Now watch the deflection here. There. And suddenly, Kelly finds himself with an open goal, 5 yards out. And David Kelly, in the form he's in, doesn't miss those. Great response from Wolves.
And suddenly, the game has burst into life. Kelly has now scored in every round and continues to come up trumps when the big games come around for his club, as he did briefly for his country recently in the centre. Solako has to steer it away. He's done that well.
Mark Watkins wasn't happy with Don Goodman's option there. He made a 60-yard run on the outside of Don Goodman, and he ignored him this time.
Patterson. Armstrong giving chase. Law concedes the throw. Two goals, a minute and a half apart. Solako's throw. Fast and flat. Dowie! Palace are back in front. Extraordinary events here at Molineux.
Oh, that's incredible. 2 long throws from John Solako. In the last 4 minutes, Palace 2 goals. But this time really slack marking. Questions must be asked. How Ian Dowie can find himself in acres of space, well, I just don't know. I don't know if it's Brian Law who gets attracted there. He does. Law gets attracted to the ball, leaves Dowie, and it doesn't win the header, and that's fatal. Watch the number 5. There he goes. He follows the ball, doesn't win the header. Great skill from Dowie, I have to say. The way he controlled it with his head, swiveled, and volleyed it into the top corner was of the highest quality. 3 super goals. Well, we were all right to think this game would be tight, and no goals in it.
Well, Smith would like it to be tight again now from his... One substitute already used. Wolves fans will be hoping, and Graham Taylor likewise, that David Kelly has any temporary problems here. Good news from the top of the Premiership. Mark Hughes has given Manchester United the lead against Arsenal. Patterson. Here's Gully, moving well now. Only ball in the centre, but it's reached him. Steve Ball! Well, he could have completed the set for the 4 front men on view.
His point to the referee is to suggest it may have had a nick of Eric Young. The one good news about this move is that David Kelly seemed to be moving quite freely. But Steve Bull, throughout his career, has been able to turn and strike those on target. Just leaning very slightly back. But this was what started the Russia goals. They're all equally good goals in their own right. That's great individuals. Another goal puts them back under pressure. Whereas I think Alan Smith would like the game just to carry on now. He's the manager who'd be quite happy not to see half-time.
Picture. Bull. Nicely done for Goodman. Rankin on the gallop. Goodman gets the cross in himself. Oh, Martin's dropped it! And almost dropped it onto the foot of Bull, who claimed with not a great deal of expectation, I don't think, that he was fouled. He certainly turned and shouted at the referee.
I'm a little bit disappointed not to see anyone across the face of Nigel Martin as he's playing this cross in. It's a perfectly weighted cross for a near post run, but Wolves don't produce one. But they almost get lucky. Good recovery from the goalkeeper.
Yes, it actually was a second save. Armstrong. This is Pitcher. It's a great shot. It's another goal for Crystal Palace. Darren Pitcher, who made the headlines last season for Charlton when he scored the goal to knock out Blackburn at Ewood Park, has come up with another cracker in the FA Cup.
Yeah, Crystal Palace have produced now 3 pieces of individual skill that you're unlikely to see in one pitch again. 2 great individual goals previously, and how's that for a shot? I mean, I don't care what you say about a goalkeeper. He put 3 goalkeepers in there, and they would still have difficulty getting to that. That's just impossible for Mike Still to save that. Absolutely impossible.
It's Shaw cutting it out.
Marco.
Going for the hat-trick from long throws at Crystal Palace. Pushed away by Stowell. Southgate tries to drive it back. Another chance after this kick by Goodman. So Michael against Rankin, he's got to be careful. He was booked in the first half. Coleman. He's tripped by Bull. Well, the Wolves fans will want to see Bull on the other half of the pitch, but he's got to play a part at the moment, keeping this free kick at bay. Solarco to take it. Young!
Yeah, that should have been game, set and match. It's a free header. He's not really on the stretch. He meets it full in the meat of his head, and I thought, oh, this is it. Goes in, he wins the header quite comfortably. Doesn't get it down. Good movement. Look at the movement from the Palace players in that set piece. It's in front of Law. He can't keep it down.
That was good delivery by John Solarco. It didn't tempt the goalkeeper. Previous start, whereas over the Christmas period at home to Queen's Park Rangers. Patterson. Be a wonderful tonic for Wolves if they could make this free kick count. Young make sure they don't. Armstrong in front of Shirtliff. Peter Shirtliff, who played in a semi-final for Sheffield Wednesday back in 1986. Beginning to wonder now whether a chance to play at that stage of the competition in 1995 is going to pass him and his teammates by here at Wolves. Armstrong fouled, free kick worked short by Palace. Salaka. Chris Armstrong.
Another opportunity Law and Thompson. I talked earlier about Salako's quality from wide, and he has got tremendous ability to put the ball into a dangerous area. That's an unchallenged header again. Gets up early, gets up well, gets good power on it, and he's only 6 inches too high. It's been a decent night for Chris Armstrong.
Charged in, Emblem. It's ball that the linesman is flagging. The referee took a while to react to it, or at least to make his reaction heard.
It's very difficult. I mean, the referee's whistle has been difficult to hear it at the best of times. I mean, it's very tight, very tight indeed. But he shuffled the pack, Graham Taylor. That's why he was out of the touchline. Mark Venus has gone to the left back area. Andy Thompson's gone right back, Mark. They've pushed Rankin into a midfield 3 now, and they've pushed Goodman up front with Bull and Kelly. So this really is it's the last throw of the dice, really. This will be it now, I would imagine, for the remaining 25 minutes.
Armstrong. Brian Law backpedaling. Armstrong is past him. Oh! It's nestled up in the top corner and stayed there. And Crystal Palace can look towards a semi-final at Villa Park. 4-1, emphatically drilled in by Chris Armstrong.
Well, I can't believe the finish from this side tonight. But look at Armstrong, 1 against 1. Only one thing in his mind is to take him on. And then he's got the confidence to strike it from what looks like an impossible angle when he has other options in the box. But does he want to take those other options and knock it square? No, he doesn't. What a finish.
Just at the moment here that Graham Taylor was sounding the cavalry charge with rearranging his team.
Well, I don't think Mike Still will be too happy, Mark. We talk about goalkeepers staying big. And had he stayed big, it would have probably hit him full in the face, or certainly the chest. But he went a little early to his right. And when he did that, the ball was past him in a flash.
That's Rankin. That flashes into the stand. Well, Armstrong, 3 goals in 30 Premiership games, 9 goals in 9 cup ties. But confidence is the name of the game.
Teasy's, look at that, man. Teasy's law. He's passed him, no cover. Goalkeeper goes to his right. Look at that. What a lovely sight for the striker.
Well, if his problems are well and truly behind him, and Alan Smith assures me that...
I think Manchester United know that